this next slide, I want to talk a little bit about barriers to intercultural communication. So the really important thing to remember, first of all, is that teams need trust, they need psychological safety, a sense of belonging, and a culture of open communication in order to thrive. Psychological safety, as many of you may be aware, is the term that was made famous by the professor Amy Edmondson, and it involves the ability to be able to speak out without fear of retribution, negative effects. So this kind of trust-based environment is extremely important, and if you don't have that, successful intercultural communication is really going to falter. Secondly, we really need to be able to look at how cultural beliefs, values, and biases shape how we perceive the world and are encoded in our language, right? And so sometimes these biases and values can get in the way of being able to communicate successfully across cultures, right? And I made the note here on this slide about how that can happen, especially under pressure. A lot of research has shown that we know that when people are under pressure, for example, in the workplace of having to make a decision or do work very quickly, it's in those circumstances that we're much more likely to have our implicit biases surface. So it's extremely important that we do the work of kind of addressing our own bias gaps, so that in those kinds of situations we're still able to communicate effectively and perform in ways that still create that culture of belonging for our teams.